Warning, the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audience only. BIA! This is Solo P1. This is episode 23 of the Flaming Tarmac. So, they've brought out the Stooges. Finally, the Stooges. Lazenby, Martin Brundle, which I'm very disappointed in. Very disappointed. Martin Brundle, straight shooter. Calls it how it is. Most of the time he's right, but on this occasion he's wrong. Totally wrong. And I'm very disappointed in Martin Brundle. Maybe he's out of touch. He's another guy who's never really won anything in his life, but he's a good commentator and he's a good analysis. He can analyze something very fast and usually come to the right conclusion. But in this situation, this scenario, no, not at all. Now, they've brought out the Stooges, like I told you before. They brought out Martin Brundle, Anthony, Ted, and the geek Karoon, the biggest geek of them all. They didn't bring out Paul the Rester though, no. They didn't bring out Paul the Rester. They brought out Karoon. Now, Karoon, get off my TV. He is the worst commentator in Formula 1 history. The worst. And this is included Paul the Rester. I do not like Paul the Rester. You know, if you follow me, I do not like Paul the Rester. I despise Paul the Rester. But on the top of that list for the people I do despise, it's Karoon. I'm going to play this little clip, and this is Karoon speaking. Lazenby is a complete dickhead as well, but Karoon is the worst one. Out the whole lot of the commentary, you know what? He's the worst commentary in sport history, never mind Formula 1. Let me just play this clip. I'll play it.
Versus Lewis. I mean, I think for me, that's the most exciting thing going into this season. Is George going to be surprised by just how good Lewis is? Or is it going to be the other way around? We don't know. We won't know till we get to that opening Grand Prix in Bahrain.
So, we've got Karoon stirring the pot already. The 2022 season has not begun, and he's already stirring the pot. I wouldn't be surprised if he's employed by Red Bull and they're telling him to go out in the press to stir the shit between Lewis Hamilton and George Russell. Why did he have to say that for? We are talking about the incident, what happened in Abu Dhabi. To be fair, I don't like Lazenby, but he's sticking to his sheets. He's sticking to the dummy cards because that's what he's got in front of him. They've all got dummy cards. You can see when they was talking, when they was getting interviewed, they keep looking on the side on the dummy cards. But Karoon, out of nowhere, come out and says, "Oh, I can't wait for George Russell to race Lewis Hamilton." Who's going to come out on top? Already stirring the shit. Then that was Karoon. As soon as I saw Karoon come on the TV and he started saying that, I just turned him off. Instantly turned off, benched. I don't know what he's got against Lewis Hamilton. See, the thing about Karoon, when he first come into Formula 1, he was kind of on the Lewis Hamilton side. For the first couple of weeks, he wasn't that bad as a commentator. And he was kind of even. But as soon as he started mingling with Red Bull, Christian Horner, and the Sky Sports F1 commentators, not included Ted, as soon as he started mingling with them, his narrative changed. His narrative changed of Lewis Hamilton. He started being more of a Red Bull man. He started being more of a Christian Horner man. So really, he's not doing his job. He's not being professional, and he shows it right there. Coming out and saying that, trying to stir the pot between Lewis Hamilton and George Russell. Karoon, get the fuck off my TV. I do not want you here. Karoon, get the fuck off my TV. I do not want you here. Simple as. Now, what did I tell you on my last Flaming Tarmac? What did I tell you? They care about ratings. They will do whatever it takes to get the ratings up, because let's face it, the past couple of years in Formula 1, the ratings have been tanking. They've been tanking since 2012. since 2012, they've been on a steady decline, and they wanted to get new fans in. This is why I said to you, it goes back to Abu Dhabi. That was orchestrated. They wanted a photo finish. They wanted a cinematic finish. They did not want that race to end on a safety car, which it should have. In the rules and regulations of F1, the way it turned out, that should have ended on a safety car, and it never ended on a safety car. They wanted a cinematic finish, so what did they do? Netflix got involved, everybody got involved, and they screwed Lewis. This is what they wanted, a cinematic finish. And just as I said, this is Lazenbury. Listen.
Yeah, can I be a contrarian on this one?
Yes.
And go back to one man who might have thought that the more outraged the fans get, the more eyeballs are on the sport, and that being Bernie Ecclestone.
Bernie Ecclestone.
He used to espouse that theory, didn't he? That, okay, maybe we've gone one step too far, but I can't remember the time that we've been doing this, as Rachel said, more interest in the sport.
There you go. More interest in the sport. This is exactly what they wanted. This is why it didn't end on a safety car. Point proved, very simple. Now, listen. We all know the people that bat for Lewis Hamilton. We all know the commentators that are in Lewis Hamilton's corner. We know it's Johnny Herbert, and we know it is Damon Hill. Now, Damon Hill and Johnny Herbert, especially Johnny Herbert, he cut it straight down the middle. Very clean, very simple, transparent, no bullshit. Very clean, the way I am. He didn't sit on the fence. No. What he did, he come out and gave his opinion, Johnny Herbert. He gave his opinion and told us that Lewis Hamilton basically got screwed. He got screwed. Now, I'm going to play Johnny Herbert's interview.
I think that the biggest issue that we've got, of course, is the decision that was made was totally wrong. It's something that, yes, he was under pressure, but that is the position that he's been in. We've seen all sort of the people that have been there before, Charlie Whiting, for example, when they've been able to deal with that pressure that's going on. And that's part and parcel of what Formula One is all about. But when you're there to make things fair, you don't twist the rules that you think is actually going to sort of benefit Formula One. And like Michael Matthews said at the end about, well, we wanted to go racing. Yeah, you don't go racing after Sir Lewis Hamilton had done one of the best races that he'd done all season. And then you sort of take that away from him because you've sort of given the advantage to Max, who had done the right call on the pit stop, putting those soft tyres on. But you don't then change everything with the rules to allow the race to go green for that one lap when it's totally unfair. And then with the result we got at the end of it, which is very unfortunate, was totally wrong.
There you go. Very simple. Johnny Herbert, I couldn't have put it better myself. They took that race away from Lewis Hamilton. Very simple. They took the race away from him. Why did they take the race from him? Look, you know my opinion. You can go back on my previous videos. Right? Go back on all my previous videos, my Flaming Tarmac video, what I've done a couple of days ago, and the race review that I've done a couple of weeks ago on my channel. Go back on my channel and watch my videos and you'll see how I felt. But at the end of the day, Johnny Herbert, he said it very clear, very simple. He didn't beat around the bush, he told you how it was. They took that race away from Lewis Hamilton. They took it away from him. And this is why Lewis Hamilton has been off the grid since Abu Dhabi. Now, if it was me, if it was me, yeah, I would not be off the grid. I'd be on YouTube, I'd be on Twitter, and I'd be voicing my opinion and telling people, the fans, what really happened, how he really feels. We know we know what he said at the end of the race. He turned around and says, this has been manipulated. Of course it's been manipulated. These fucking geeks up here from Sky Sports said at the beginning of this video, it says, look, there's no proof that the race was manipulated. There's no proof in that. Martin Brundle come out and says, look, before you start coming out and saying that, yeah, you need to get yourself some lawyers and back that up. So basically, they don't fucking believe it. Martin Brundle turned around and said that, listen, at the end of the day, right, I've got friends in the FIA and I don't think they'd screw Lewis. That's basically what he said. So that shows you what fucking Formula One's like. That shows you. They took the fucking race away from Lewis fucking Hamilton. If you're gonna, oh, he's too aggressive, don't watch. If you think I'm too aggressive, don't watch. The thing about it, yeah, I am a passionate Formula One fan. Some people will sit on the fence. Some people will say, you know what? It wasn't really like that, yeah. There's got to be an explanation. No fucking explanation. What it boils down to, they fucking screwed Lewis Hamilton because he is black. Very simple. Lewis Hamilton did not come from a rich background. We all know Lewis Hamilton's background. I'm not going to go through the entire video and tell you about Lewis Hamilton's fucking background. We know he didn't come from a rich background. He didn't come from a background like Leclerc or Gasly. None of them mans. He did not come from that background. He had to work hard to get to Formula One. And now he's at Formula One. The powers to be, the ones at the top, they do not want him here. They do not want him here. They don't want Michael Schumacher's record passed. They're both on 7. They don't want him to get 8. And that's exactly what it is. If you do not agree with me, fuck off. Leave. Don't leave no comments. Leave, because I'm not interested. I'm not interested. And I'm sick of these fucking F1 panels sitting on the fucking fence and not telling it how it is. The only 2 people what told it how it is was fucking Johnny Herbert and fucking Damon Hill. Very simple. You do not belong here. Lazenbury, fuck off. Carew, fuck off. Paul di Resta, fuck off. We do not want you here. If it was me, like I said, I'd be coming out and I'll be slamming them every day. I've got the energy. I love it. I'm up. I don't care. No one's going to tell me what to do. And no one's going to tell me what to say. I'll come out and I'll voice my opinion every single time. This is why I got this YouTube channel. This is why I got it. To voice the truth. Because no one in the F1 community who's got a YouTube channel is going to tell you how it is. Not like me. They'll sit on the fence. They'll sit there and they'll try and find, look, maybe this is the reason why it happened. Maybe this is why it happened. No. It happened because Lewis Hamilton, 1, is black, and 2, they do not want him to surpass Michael Schumacher in the championship record. Very simple. And if you don't agree with me, you fucking got no brain cells in your fucking head. No brain cells. And that's the reason why you got people. This is why the ratings are tanking again. You got people unsubscribing from Sky Sports. You got people unsubscribing from Formula One or leaving Formula One because of this. They had the American audience in their palm of their hand. They had the American audience in the palm of their hand. And where is the American audience now? Declining. Because you know why? Because the most of the Americans love Lewis Hamilton. You had celebrities coming out and saying this, saying what happened, Serena Williams, Samuel A. Jackson, all these celebrities coming out and defending Lewis Hamilton. What happened there? American football players, NBA stars are coming out and defending Lewis Hamilton and saying what happened there. And you got these fucking idiots coming on Sky Sports F1 like fucking Lazenbury, fucking Caroon, and fucking Martin Brundle. Carew has never won nothing in his life. Nothing. Failed Formula 1 driver. Di Resta, failed Formula 1 driver. Martin Brundle, failed Formula 1 driver. Never won nothing in their life. Where's the true world champions? Where's Rosberg? You're getting Rosberg to work for you 4 times a year to try and legitimise your panel. Because you look at Carew. Who the fuck is Carew? Nobody knows who's Carew outside of the fucking studio. Nobody knows who Paul di Resta is. Who is he? Who is he? You pull out Nico Rosberg. You pull out Jenson Button 4 times a year to try and legitimise your panel because you got nobody. Lazenbury. Who is he? Who is Lazenbury? He's got no connection in sports whatsoever. He's coming on with his stupid fucking grin every single week trying, oh, I'm sitting on the fence. You're not sitting on the fence. You're against Lewis Hamilton. At the end of the day, we all know what went on. And this panel, half of the panel was a disgrace. The only ones that back for Lewis Hamilton is Damon Hill and Johnny Herbert. Every time Damon Hill comes on the Sky Sports panel, you fucking lay into Damon Hill. Why? Because he sticks up for Lewis Hamilton and he's got a brain and he's got his own opinion. So you lay into him. And you got Lazenby saying to flipping, you got Lazenby saying to Damon Hill, oh, you're not going to get invited to Christian Horner's party. Fuck Christian Horner's party. That's the cat at the back there, isn't it? Live on TV saying that to him. Why don't you get Alan Frost to come on there and do commentary? Why don't you get Juan Montaro? He didn't win the title, but he's won races at least. Half of this panel, they ain't won no races. And they're coming out and criticising Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is a 7-time world champion. To me, an 8-time world champion. He's got the record for the most racing. He's got the record for the podiums. The most lockout finishes. Every record you can think of what means anything, Lewis Hamilton's got it. So you got these guys who's never done anything in their life, half of the panel, actually the majority of them, and they're looking down their nose at Lewis Hamilton. Why? Because he didn't come from the same background. Nah, this is Anthony. He's a sim driver for Mercedes. I'm going to play Anthony. This is Anthony.
Look, they were really bruised from it. They still are, and rightly so. It was unfair, like Karun said. I think they were really robbed. Lewis was robbed of that race victory, without question. Yes, it was.
Simple. He's coming out and said, Anthony, robbed of that race victory. Again, listen, why didn't he come and say it before? Why didn't all these people... The only one that opened their mouth was Johnny Herbert. He was some statements he left on Sky Sports. But why didn't they come out and publicly say it? Why didn't they come out and say what they've done this? Why are they coming out now? Nearly 3.5 weeks past the season, 4 weeks now. It's been 4 weeks since the race finished here. And why are they coming out now and doing this video footage now? You know the reason why they're coming out and doing this F1 special show? Whatever it is. The reason why they're doing that is because the people online know what's going on. And have been pushing this agenda from day one. You got the F1 Space, which I'm a part of, which comes on my Twitch channel. Live twice a day they come on there. And they start talking about, they got hashtags. They're making banners. They're making lights. They got a GoFundMe page where everybody's putting the money in. Where they're getting stuff. They're making some banners for Lewis Hamilton. So when the race season starts, there's going to be banners everywhere. With Lewis Hamilton got robbed. You think this is a small thing? This is a big thing. There's a movement online. And they know this. And this is why Sky Sports F1 told them to get off their fat fucking arse. And do something or come out and say something. Because they're tanking in the ratings. You think you're going to get that ratings like you did last year? You'll see. Look at your ratings and I hope they tank. I hope they continue to tank as well. And you got so many people unsubscribing from F1 TV. Every day you got someone putting up unsubscribed, unsubscribed. I hope your fucking ratings go in the fucking toilet. I hope the Sky Sports F1 ratings, the Sky Sports F1 TV, your whole ratings go in the fucking toilet. I'll be happy and I'll be at the end laughing my fucking ass off. I hope that happens. I pray that happens. Stop being fucking journalists. Okay? Do your fucking job. So, there's my subs. Hit the subscribe button. That's the end of the Flaming Tarmac episode 23. I'll be on Twitch later if you want to join me on Twitch. Some F1. But that's me. That's me solo P1 Sunday night. Before I go, Sky Sports F1. Do your job. Simple. Bye.